Let's take an everyday situation. Here's a man, and here's a destination. But how does he get there? From the street where he stands, it seems there are cars all over, going all directions, including his. And with lots of empty seats. On top of that, there are parked cars all over. But still he can't get to his destination. In the coming years, when more and more of these cars become self-driving, this all could work very differently. If all these vehicles connected to a central network with information of route and available seats, this information could be accessed by the moveuson app. By making a few choices, such as destination, departure time, whether or not he can accept change of vehicle on his way, and what type of vehicle he needs, a personal travel plan is made by linking the available cars. He buys the trip, and after a few seconds, a passing car picks him up and he's on his way. In this case, the trip he bought included a change of vehicle, so after the first part, he steps out and is immediately picked up by the next vehicle. He then arrives at his destination. And the car? It continues to new routes, so no parking is needed. But what if no car is going where he needs to go? The nearest available car is simply put into route. And if he allows it to, it can pick up new passengers on the way. If he wants privacy, he simply books a private car. If he wants to keep stuff in the car while doing other things, he can book the car to wait for him as long as he wants. Keep in mind that when owning a private car, you're not only paying for the time you're driving it, but also for the time the car stands around waiting for you. With moveuson, you only pay for the time you're driving and the time you actually do need a car to stand around and wait for you. When owning a car, most people don't even consider public transportation because they already paid for the car. With moveuson, you have a flexible choice every time, whether or not you want to travel privately or public. This gives a system that turns out faster than driving a privately owned car and cheaper than traditional public transport. The money you spend on transportation will not just be the result of that one decision it is to buy a car. It'll be the result of all the little choices you make in your everyday life. And in this way, private economy becomes the driving force for a more sustainable way of transportation. What moveuson actually does is dramatically increase the time a car spends on the roads in its lifetime. On top of this, it optimizes the capacity of the car being used. This will save resources, but it has other advantages as well.